Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of The Tank. I'm your host as always, Kendrick Dix here on this Thursday, September 16th, 2021. Yes, we're here on The Tank for our Season 5 premiere. Season 5 is here. Thank you all for watching. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Tank here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe means caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on The Tank. We are back. What a take we have. Let's get to the big story. The big story this week is, all right, many of you know here on the big story that Nicki Minaj is having a serious problem. Yes, Nicki Minaj, the rapper, entrepreneur, she's having a serious problem from all across boards. Her husband, he has been accused of allegedly child sex offender. He refuses to become a sex offender. And a lot of people saying Nicki, if he does give in, many people know where she's at and stuff. She doesn't want to do that. Also, too, the COVID-19 vaccine going along with war words that she's not going to get vaccinated, that she wants to get her information, all this and done. Let's hear what Nicki Minaj, with the recent problems she's having right now.
Nicki Minaj will remain unvaccinated for now. In a series of tweets on Monday, September 13th, the evening after the 2021 MTV VMAs, the Chun-Li rapper wrote, "I was prepping for VMAs, then I shot a video, and guess who got COVID? Do you know what it is not to be able to kiss or hold your tiny baby for over a week? A baby who is only used to his mama? Get vaccinated. Drake had just told me he got COVID with the vaccine, though, so child." She followed up that same night, the night of the 2021 Met Gala. "They want you to get vaccinated for the Met. If I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. I'm working on that now. In the meantime, my loves, be safe." Nicki also claimed her cousin experienced adverse side effects after being vaccinated in her native Trinidad, urging fans to just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision and not bullied, before explaining that while she's personally holding off, she supports people choosing to get vaccinated to work. She wrote, "They have to feed their families. I'm sure I'll be vaccinated as well because I have to go on tour, etc." Next came several posts about the media spreading misleading headlines about her message, with Nicki concluding, "Never said this. Glad all my tweets were left up." For way more on all this, head to billboard.com. This is Billboard.
Minaj having the recent problems with the COVID-19 vaccine. Even journalist Joy Reid got involved and told Nicki Minaj this.
People like Nicki Minaj, I have to say this. You have a platform, sister, that is 22 million followers. Okay, I have 2 million followers. You have 22 million followers on Twitter. For you to use your platform to encourage our community to not protect themselves and save their lives, my God, sister, you could do better than that. You got that platform. It's a blessing. It's a blessing that you got that people listen to you, and they listen to you more than they listen to me. For you to use your platform to put people in the position of dying from a disease they don't have to die from, oh my God, as a fan, as a hip hop fan, as somebody who was your fan, I'm so sad that you did that.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj and Joy Reid battling out. Joy Reid said Nicki Minaj has this platform of how many people she has, and she should know better, she should do better, but Nicki Minaj kind of like trying to snap at everybody who comes to her about not being vaccinated. Man, Nicki Minaj kind of realizing like, man, she'd stir her hornet's nest with this non-vax, but it is what it is. But she got a lot of problems going on, even with her husband. I mean, not want to be registered as a sex offender. I mean, come on now. If you is, she is. She got a lot of problems on her hands, I tell you. All right, let's move on to celebrity news. In celebrity news this week, MTV hosted its annual Video Music Awards. Yes, MTV doing the shock, controversial Video Music Awards once again. Well, you be the judge. Where the VMAs was a litany of stuff. We saw Coley Bailey perform her song Lord Have Mercy that she's been doing on Billboard and on YouTube, which is still growing with that video. Also, too, LilNasX trying to channel his intern, Lil Kim, from way back when, and a whole list of others. So this Video Music Awards was sore. You know how they go. It was just that. Even Madonna embraced the stage with some people claiming that she's using liposuction for her butt. Or she's trying to get BLBBW or some Brazilian butt lift. What Video Music Awards was that? Weird. Also, Tyrese also chimed in. He said that he's disappointed that how the Video Music Awards turned out and saying that it's going backwards. Tyrese got a point, but at the same time, that's what MTV likes to do. They like to be controversial and hit below the belt. So he should know that by now. And then crying phase. Yeah. Speaking of also, Britney Spears is engaged. Britney Spears is engaged to Samurai. She made the engagement announcement. Britney Spears is now finna be a honest woman, or whatever you want to kept woman. Well, let's get some highlights on how all this engagement came about with this.
This is Britney's engagement party, right? Congratulations.
Congrats, Britney. I love you.
She's obviously gone through a lot the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's Brit. Good for her, and I hope she finds every happiness. She deserves it.
Britney looked thrilled, rocking red lowlights and a 4-carat custom diamond ring. Her fiancé, Sam, included a secret message inscribing his nickname for her, Lioness, inside the band.
So about 3 months ago, Sam reached out.
Ring designer Roman Malayev says his company used secret code names for the order when it came in.
So nobody would think Sam and Britney. We actually created John and Jenna as their alias names.
Among the well-wishers, Britney's ex, Kevin Federline's powerhouse attorney, exclusively tells ET K-Fed wishes the couple a happy and full future. But Oscar winner Octavia Spencer wrote, "Make him sign a prenup." By noon today, that comment had over 50,000 likes. Sam fired back, joking, "Of course, we're getting an ironclad prenup to protect my Jeep and shoe collection in case she dumps me one day." Today, Britney posted this new pic of Sam from Men's Health and said, "That beautiful man in that picture is mine."
Is she the one? Do you see marriage in the future?
I mean, absolutely. That's the whole point of a relationship. We're a family.
E.T. broke the news to Brit's good friend Paris Hilton on the red carpet last night.
Your friend Britney Spears is engaged. Yes. Oh my God, I didn't hear that yet. You hadn't heard? No. That makes me so happy, and I just really feel that she deserves her happiness and freedom more than anyone.
Congratulations in order to Britney Spears and her fiance. Long live, I guess, for now. But even Octavia Spencer tried to make a joke about Britney need to get a prenup, but Britney Spears, soon-to-be husband, told her about herself and said the prenup will be ready. So Britney Spears, she's going to get out her conservatorship, and she's going to find love and have happiness, and maybe now have a baby. Also, too, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle graced the cover of Time 100, as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will be on the cover of Time 100's most influential ones this past year. They have been sort of in the news with Harry's mental illness, and Prince Harry and Meghan discussed with Oprah about living as royals and wanting to get out. So, see on that. Also, too, Ashton Kutcher stopped by ESPN Game Day, and we know the recent events that he said about he wanted to he don't take showers, him and his wife Mia Kunis. Well, Ashton Kutcher got an earful from a lot of college fans with this.
We're kind of a new charity project right now. It's called Outside Wine. And the whole idea is, at the end of the day, like, we can look at the data and I don't. Hawkeye win. 1 point, Hawkeye win.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher said the fans told him get a shower, and Ashton Kutcher didn't want to get annoy the fans, but Ashton, get a shower. If you've been, I don't get why they don't do that. It's just get a shower. It's simple. It's easy. Take a bath. For real. All right. On talk shows this week, Wendy Williams. Yes, Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams been in the news lately. She's supposed to be preparing for her season 13 premiere on her show. It was supposed to be slated for late September, Now it's been pushed back to October. All these recent reports that make Wendy Williams' health is not in good, and she's not in good health. Let's get the latest with Wendy Williams. What's going on with her? Wendy Williams trying to get her stuff together. She's not in good health, but we hope and pray that everything's okay. A lot of people make reports, so we hope Wendy Williams can get back on her feet and does her premiere for her season 13 premiere soon. Also, too, Jenny Mai. A lot of people speculate Jenny Mai might be pregnant with Young Jeezy. Young Jenny Mai just got married to Young Jeezy earlier this year. Well, only time will tell on that. But Jenny Mai and Young Jeezy, a lot of people with the reports right here that Jenny Mai was greeting her real co-host as they're prepping for their season premiere coming soon next week. A lot of people are speculating Jenny Mai might be pregnant. Even Jenny Mai's former co-star, Tamar Braxton, even thinks she's pregnant. So, only time will tell when Jenny starts showing. You know how that go. All right. We'll be back with more Take. Don't go anywhere. The Take will return after this. Welcome back to The Take. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on The Take. Like I said, The Take is here on the season 5 premiere. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on The Take. All right, let's get to the political rundown. On the political rundown this week, Governor Gavin Newsom of California had an uphill battle after he had been petitioned, a lot of petition signs for a recall. In the case of if Gavin Newsom had got less of the votes or someone else, his opponent got majority of the votes, that means a new governor will be in place. So let's look back at what Gavin Newsom emerged victorious in his California recall. Take a look.
Schools have been scrutinized and criticized, and the governor told me he'd made mistakes. But now Newsom has something those other elected officials don't have, vindication, because this recall election in the end was a referendum on his pandemic policies, and the result was a blowout.
No is not the only thing that was expressed tonight.
Governor Gavin Newsom decisively defeated a recall effort sparked in part by his lockdown and mandate approach to dealing with the pandemic.
I want to focus on what we said yes to as a state. We said yes to science. We said yes to vaccines. We said yes to ending this pandemic.
Most voters said the governor's policies were about right rather than too strict, and coronavirus was the most important issue for those voting to keep Newsom in office. But among those who voted to oust the governor, the economy and homelessness topped the list. Newsom raised about $70 million to fight the recall, roughly 6 times the total of conservative radio talk show host and GOP frontrunner Larry Elder.
We recognize that we lost the battle, but we are certainly going to win the war.
That war could be California's next gubernatorial election in just 14 months, a race that may again pit Elder against Newsom.
Let me just say this. Stay tuned.
Newsom, who drew support from prominent Democrats, spent the home stretch of the campaign tying Elder to former President Donald Trump, a deeply unpopular figure in California, and it seems to have worked.
I'm humbled and grateful to the millions and millions of Californians that exercise their fundamental right to vote and express themselves so overwhelmingly by rejecting the division.
Elder had toyed with the idea.
Gavin Newsom emerged victorious over golf-believing candidate, radio talk show host, pundit Larry Elder, who's a Republican. But they said Larry Elder said that he might lost the battle, but he's going to win the war. But like I said, Larry Elder could challenge Newsom again down the road next year. I mean, for a rematch. So, I mean, I guess he's testing his waters to be the next California governor. You know how that goes. You know how that be. Speaking of that, who Newsom and everybody else pitted Elder as Donald Trump for President Trump. Well, President Trump appeared on Fox News and he gave his thoughts on what he thought about the cancel culture people and what he said. Take a look.
more pernicious, which is this woke movement, which is basically saying that America is endemically racist.
I don't know. Even the women's soccer team, the woman with purple hair, she wasn't a fan of mine. She said negative things, and then she lost.
Yes.
Because woke means you're a loser.
Right.
Everybody ultimately loses with woke. And I'll tell you, I'm watching parents in Virginia and parents, they're tired of it. They don't want it. They're finally getting it.
Yeah.
The school boards, they're throwing these maniacs out, and it's been great to watch.
Yeah.
Man, he said they weak. I mean, the council culture people weak. I don't know, Trump. You know, you. But he's trying to test the waters and see if he can run again. So only time will tell on that. I hope not. There's going to be another Trump turkey. You know what? All right, on reality show clip down this week, we pay homage and pay tribute to Greg Leakes, the husband of Nene Leakes, who recently passed away. Greg Leakes was a man of God, man of character. Let's look back at Greg and Nene's love story right here. As we said, we want to send our condolences to Greg and Nene for their time. I love watching them on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Greg will be sorely missed. Our prayers and condolences to Nene Leakes. Speaking of that, Drea, you know Drea from Basketball Wives. Well, remember last year, Drea got herself in a controversy last year after she said that Megan Thee Stallion deserved to get her foot shot.
Had some sort of Bobby and Whitney love that, drove them down this snapped-esque type of road. And I'm here for it. I like that. I want you to like me so much you shoot me in the foot too.
But as long as wait, well, no, that is very Drea-like.
Drop a grenade. You what?
I want you to like me so much that if I'm trying to get out the car and you're like, no, sit your fucking ass in the car. And I'm like, no, nigga, I'm fucking getting out the car. No, you're not.
Wow. You gonna fuck that nigga.
I'm not going nowhere.
In this moment, how you gonna? Drea just went viral.
I predict that
and it was outrageous, and that's what caused her to get dropped by Rihanna for her Fenty line. Let's look back on the recent comment right here.
Apology, and I immediately. I know, and I addressed that. I said, "Look, there's been apologies. She did not mean it. I mean, people don't think you. A lot of people that work with you know that you didn't intend it that way, but you did make a poor joke, poor taste. Yes, and people have to do what they have to do to protect themselves. If you hadn't apologized, or you're sitting here saying it's just a joke, then yes, we'd have problems. But I know that you get it, so we just have to move on. But that is going to be the consequence of this one.
And you knew this already days ago?
I knew on Friday.
Damn, they didn't even sleep on it.
Okay, you heard the recent comment right there when Drea just said she wish someone shoot her in the foot. Now, Drea has a new show called Drea, The Doses of Drea. Well, Drea examines what she did wrong and how can she fix it. She talks to her therapist, and look what her therapist tells her. Yeah, Drea, you did wrong. Drea is beautiful, but she just don't think sometimes on what she say and stuff. And I hope she kind of get back to that. She kind of missed the boat sometime. I hate to say it. The hope of the therapist get her back in check and be her back in order sooner rather than later. And finally, on the viral video of the week. Viral video of the week is, well, we know Drake has released his album, Certified Lover Boy, and a lot of people are going crazy. Well, Drake done it again. Drake has done it again, but this time, Drake has made history. Drake has 9 top 10 songs in the Billboard Hot 100. Take a look.
Previously achieved only by the Beatles for a week in 1964. Way Too Sexy, featuring Future and Young Thug, leads the way, launching at number 1.
Oh, you like a boy? Well, tell me what you like about it.
At number 2 is Girls Want Girls, featuring Lil Baby.
Girls want girls, where I'm from. Yeah, where we both from.
Number 3, Fair Trade, featuring Travis Scott.
Well, honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me if I ever.
Number 4, Champagne Poetry.
Windows of opportunity, let me go through the doors.
And rounding out the top 5 is Knife Talk, featuring 21 Savage and Project Pat.
US Open headed on the set the tennis game.
In total, Drake debuts 21 songs on the chart, all from his new Billboard 200 #1 album, Certified Lover Boy, which makes CLB the first album ever to generate as many as 9 top 10 Hot 100 hits. Congrats, Champagne Pop.
All right, you saw Drake making history, 9 singles on Billboard Top 100 by one single artist. No wonder Drake is doing it. So Drake is doing the thing, and Drake's making history. Thank you all for watching this edition of The Take, our season 5 premiere. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. We'll see you next time for another edition of The Take.